Da.
Hello viewers, welcome to the program Safe Life. I am Kathy Ishime, and today on the program we are having Dr. Callist Ndimugaya from the Ministry of Water. Water and Environment. You're most welcome to the show. Please say hello to viewers.
Thank you very much. My name's, as I've been mentioned, I'm called Dr. Callist Ndimugaya. I'm a commissioner in charge of water resources planning and regulation in the Ministry of Water and Environment, and I'm happy to be on this program. The Ministry of Water and Environment is the government agency responsible for all issues of water, sanitation, environment, and climate change. We provide water to Ugandans in rural and urban areas. We manage these water resources, also protect the environment, and also address challenges of climate change, such as floods and droughts.
Talking about Water and Environment Week, what is it about?
The Water and Environment Week is a week that deals with issues of water, environment, and climate change. This week started in 2018 when we realized that we are not actually interfacing very, very closely with the users of water, with the managers of the environment, with the people who benefit from these resources. So we decided that we create a whole week of events so that we can hear from the common person, we can hear from our stakeholders, and work together to address challenges we are faced with. As you probably are aware, and as the viewers may be aware, water is key to everything we do. There is no way we can survive as individuals without having water to drink. But also, if we have water which is not safe, we shall have diseases. Most of the disease burden is actually related to water, challenges of water, polluted water, and sanitation. Water supports also other activities. Water supports agriculture, supports industry, supports hydropower. So water is life, as the saying goes.
Definitely.
But water is part of the environment. Water cannot exist without the environment. The water is stored by wetlands, and the wetlands clean the water and they release water. Trees also release water as moisture. It goes into the atmosphere and then it comes back as water that flows on rivers and underground. But this water can also be a problem. If it is too much water, it causes floods. If it is too little water, we have droughts. If it is too dirty water, then it causes diseases, but can also cause landslides. So water, environment, and climate change are related, and that's why we are talking about a week where we want Ugandans and other stakeholders to appreciate the importance of managing water and environment for purposes of socio-economic development.
Well, I would like you to tell the public out there the importances of celebrating this week. The people who do not know these things, but I would like you to probably educate them and let them know why, the importance of this week, the Water Week.
Yes, thank you very much. So as I mentioned, we started in 2018. We have so far held 5 Uganda Water and Environment Weeks.
Wow.
And this week is a whole week of activities running, involving all the stakeholders. We dialogue, we train people, we exchange ideas, we bring the youth on board, we bring students, we bring the media, we bring everybody on board. Basically to reflect on how important is water, how important is the environment, and are we doing enough to protect these resources? In the areas where water is a problem, what can we do? So we share ideas on innovations. What can we do to actually ensure that everybody has access to safe drinking water? What can we do to ensure that this water is protected? So it's a week where we bring all of us, everybody, to talk about the issues that we don't normally talk about. And then we come up with the resolutions on what we need to do collectively to address these challenges. So basically what we do, many times people don't even know that what they are doing is affecting them.
True.
So what we do during this week, we actually get the people on the ground and get them to appreciate that if you throw rubbish, if you throw waste in the water, the water will be polluted. It's the same water that you are going to drink, and this when you drink polluted water, then you will fall sick.
Sure.
The money you are having, instead of helping you to develop, you are going to the hospitals. So we are trying to get people to know that all of us have a responsibility to protect the water, and we are also talking about water being key for education, that the girls cannot go to school without water. We need proper hygiene. You cannot talk about health. Again, health centers really need water, but also we need sanitation. So we are linking water to health, to education, to other development activities, and we want the people to understand water is everything indeed. And during this week, we are trying to get people to actually internalize it. Oftentimes we take water for granted. When it is available, you assume it is okay. When it is not available, that's when you know how important it is. But when it is too much and it comes as floods, that's how you know that water can be a problem.
Okay, take us to what's this year's theme?
This year, 2023, the theme for the Uganda Water and Environment Week is on water and environment for climate resilient development. And what does that mean? We are trying to get people to reflect on how water and the environment can actually help us to have development that is not affected by climate change. As again, the viewers may know, we are now having too much water coming within a very short period because of climate change. We are having flooding everywhere. Floods are destroying roads. We spend a lot of money, roads are destroyed. Water systems are destroyed. Pit latrines are flooded. Agricultural production is affected because we have a limited amount of water during the dry season. So we want people to reflect on how can we manage water and environment resources to help us deal with even these challenges of climate change. Climate change is here. We have to deal with it. So we want again to discuss, can we deal with climate change without proper management of water and environment resources? A number of things we need to do. We, for example, right now, as part of the work of the ministry, we are promoting restoration of wetlands. Wetlands store the water. They also help us to absorb the carbon dioxide, but also they clean the water. So restoration of wetlands is key. Planting of trees is key. It's one of the programs we move forward. Also harvesting water in the dams, and also on the land, small check dams which people can construct by themselves, protecting the hills by constructing the terraces. So there are a number of things we can do which actually are within our means, and during the week we want people to be taken through all of those so that they know that actually there is a lot we can do as individuals.
Well, I would like you to take us through the different activities that take place on within the week, the Water and Environment Week.
Now, thank you very much. Again, we talk about the Uganda.
So that if there's a normal Ugandan out there that wouldn't manage to participate with you people, but could try and do something while they're at home or anywhere around.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, we talk about the Uganda Water and Environment Week, but it is more than a week. We have activities taking place the whole country. We have 6 regional offices. So before the actual week, we have activities taking place in the rest of the country 2 weeks before. For example, for this year, we have had activities taking place in all of those places. We had a marathon in Fort Portal, where we are bringing people to actually collect money that can be used to support a school to improve water and sanitation services. We are having clean-up exercises to help people appreciate the importance of living in a clean environment. We are having debates by the youth so that they can actually come up with innovative ideas. We're having football matches. We are having a walk. We have been having a walk, 360-kilometer walk from Kingfisher in Kikube district up to Kampala, and along the walk, 10 days walk, where we are raising awareness about the importance of managing water and environment resources for climate resilient development. We have also been working with the religious institutions. We have been having pastoral messages by the 3 archbishops of the Anglican, Catholic, and Orthodox. We are having a marathon on the night. We have been having a marathon on the night. But the actual week itself involves an opening ceremony on Sunday, 12th involved an opening ceremony on Sunday 12th, and here we had the Speaker of Parliament as our guest of honor, and we had speakers who actually highlighted the importance of water and environment resources and what we need to do. We are having a number of dialogues on the various sub-themes. We're having trainings, we're having side events, we're having field visits. So a whole suite of activities that are helping us to actually address these challenges.
Okay. What are some of the things that you look at, the achievements you look at from the time you started all the activities that you've been doing until today, and say, yes, we're really proud of ourselves as the Ministry of Water?
Thank you very much. One of the things we can be proud of very strongly is the ability to mobilize many stakeholders to come on board. We, for example, right now work with the cultural institutions. We work with the Buganda Kingdom, we work with the Toro Kingdom, the Bunyoro Kingdom, all of those. We used not to work with them. So they have come forward, they are having programs to protect the environment, to provide the water. We are working with the religious institutions, something we used not to do. We are working with universities. Right now, almost all universities in the country, we work with them. The students are on board. We work with many private sector organizations. We work with many civil society organizations and other government institutions. So all of that is bringing in synergies. It is bringing in capacities. It is even bringing in resources. We are now doing much more than we were doing previously. And also we are demonstrating that it's not just the Ministry of Water and Environment alone. That's everybody, even people out there, because we're having activities on the ground. For example, we had a football match. In all of these places, they run, they walk. So everybody now is actually saying, oh, we want to be part of this. And we're having a tree planting going on in various parts of the country, but we have also been able to mobilize resources. When we started in 2018, we had about 5 partners. As I speak now, we're having over 60 partners, funding partners. But the media also has been key. That's why right now, annually, we work with UBC and NBS to have this week telecast live on TV, but we're also working with other media houses. So the awareness has gone up, the resources, financial and human resources have gone up, and right now we have more empowered Ugandans, and we feel that the situation will continue to get better. We even have partners from outside Uganda. Many partners from outside Uganda are coming to join. So we feel that this is the way to go, and we feel that as we progress, we'll surely make a big difference.
What are some of those challenges that you keep facing as you're doing the different activities that you take?
Well, a number of challenges, of course. People are poor. So many people are saying, well, we are actually destroying the environment, we are affecting water resources because we need to survive. So that's challenge number one. But we are not leaving it on. Right now within the programs we have in the ministry, we have programs that have a livelihood improvement component. Previously, we would provide water. We provide the services, plant trees, and we leave it at that. But now we are taking a step further, that a poor person cannot conserve, a poor person cannot protect. So all our programs now, we have a livelihood component. And we believe that once people are empowered, they have resources, then they will protect. Of course, we have been having a challenge of continuous awareness raising. It requires money, so sometimes we raise awareness, a lot of awareness during the Water and Environment Week and the celebrations, and after that maybe awareness goes down. So that's a challenge which we need to move forward, but also getting the stakeholders really to appreciate and continue engaging with us. We can easily have stakeholder fatigue, so we are continuously looking out to get on board stakeholders, but also to give them value. Nobody will come when there's no value. So those are some of the challenges, but we believe that the positives are more than the negatives. Basically, when we talk about water and environment, there are two sides of the coin. They are like brothers and sisters. Without environment, you can't have water. But without water, you can't have environment. Let me just demonstrate it through examples which the viewers can understand. A wetland will exist where there is water. You will never have a wetland where there is no water. A tree will exist where there is water. But a wetland is the store of water. So if you don't have a wetland, then the water will not be stored. If you don't have a tree, the water will not continue saturating. So when you talk about the environment, giving example of wetland, you need a wetland to have water, you need water to have a wetland. So they coexist. You need a tree to have water, but you also need water to have a tree. So, but also even when you look at human beings, again, human beings, we are part of the environment. We need water to survive, but also we need a healthy environment. And that's why water and environment are related, and that's why we're handling them together. And probably that's why we have the Ministry of Water and Environment, because these are related. But again, to recognize that water supports our various activities. We cannot survive without drinking water. We cannot survive without water for crops. Right now, for industries, if you see beer, you see soda, all of that is colored water, that is supporting socio-economic development. We need water to generate power. Right now, we need water to actually get oil out of the ground. So water is important in many respects, but water cannot exist without the environment. And that's why we want to protect water and environment holistically. Again, once we do that, then we protect the country against impacts of climate change. Too much water, too little water, too dirty water.
Okay, despite everything that you're trying to do to help out on the water and environment protection here and there, we still find that in certain, not only the remote areas, but even still around Kampala and in the different Kampala suburbs, the water and the environment is really still, it's not something that we could say we are proud of. What would you tell the public out there, or probably advise the people in that they could help and ease the work that you're doing? Because without the people's help, it's like all the hard work is just going in vain.
Thank you very much. And precisely that's why we are saying we cannot solve these problems as Ministry of Water and Environment alone. And that's why I've said, how do you bring others on board? And that's why we said, can we have a whole week of celebrations? So that you say, other government institutions, for example, within Kampala, KCC is the key. But it's not only the case. What about the industries? What about the people, us who are polluting, the individuals? So we are actually saying that the problems we are faced with related to water and environment need collective action, need a holistic approach. We need everybody to come on board. And that's why we are saying that children have to come in, students have to come in, government institutions have to come in, civil society have to come in, private sector, academia, religious institutions, cultural institutions, everybody. And that's why we're rallying support, and that's why the week is full of all of those activities, spearheaded by the stakeholders, but also involving the people on the ground. For example, for within Kampala, as part of the walk, the walk passed through Kampala and ended at the Ministry of Water and Environment, and the stakeholders joined. We had a cleanup exercise in Entebbe and Ruzira, and the people themselves were key. We're cleaning, we're protecting, we're restoring. Again, to tell people that don't sit back and say, Ministry of Water and Environment, you do it. It is us, we need to work together.
Okay, what are the future plans of the Ministry of Water and Environment?
Future plans of the Ministry of Water and Environment.
I believe you can't just end on where you are.
We can't. First of all, the Uganda Water and Environment Week is an annual event. It will continue. This is the 6th year. Will continue. And as I mentioned, many partners are coming on board. We continue. But the partnerships we have created are continuing. So our plan is to utilize the capacity, the networks we have created to do work on the ground. Protect water and environment resources, help people to benefit from them so that their livelihoods and incomes can increase, so that they can take responsibility. We do believe that once people start realizing that they are depending on these resources for their survival, for their incomes, they will pick much more interest in protecting them. So we continue our programs, enhancing availability of water services, protect the environment, addressing challenges of climate change, but we want to continue and more strongly work with the people. And that's why for us, the issue of partnerships with all stakeholders is key. It's not an option, it's a must. And that's something we are going to continue with.
Okay, well, it was really nice having you on the show. And as we wrapping up, I would like you to give out your appeal to the government and to the general public, and possibly thank your partners, and maybe give out your location in case somebody would like to participate, or maybe give out anything, or maybe ask about something that they would like to know.
I really want to thank the viewers for viewing and listening in. I do hope that we will continue together on this journey of protecting water and environment for climate resilient development. We want to ensure that we protect Ugandans against the challenges we are faced with. On this note, I would like to thank all the partners we are working with. I will not mention them individually, but we have partners from the donor community, from again the civil society, the cultural institution, religious institution, the media, UBC, and many other media houses, again for giving us the opportunity to share, but again help us to reach out to the people there. I want to appeal to, of course, government through the different structures to continue supporting us so that we can achieve our objectives. We have received support, but we feel we need more support for water and environment resources, development and management. And we'll be continuing these celebrations at the Ministry of Water and Environment in Ruzira, just before you continue to breweries. So anybody who would want to get information, you can reach out to us at the Ministry of Water and Environment. But we are open. The whole week's activities are open. I want to call upon all of those that are able to come and join us, to come and join. But also we have some of these events running actually on social media and also on Zoom. So we can get people to participate and be able to move Uganda to the next level.
It was really nice having you on the show. Well, as you've had, let's try to protect the resources, water and the environment. These are the things we cannot do without. Remember, living a safe life is your right and responsibility. I am Ishime Kathy. Stay safe.